Hi, my name is Paul McKernan and this is my photography presentation. Today I will be discussing David Gibson. David Gibson is a photographer from Devon and he is the photographer I have selected for my presentation. The reason why I selected him is because I really like the type of work that he specialises in. He specialises in landscapes, nature and outdoors. He does a bit of everything, but the original photographs that caught my eye were nature, were like shot in the forestry. But he also does like mountains, which you'll see further on. But his work really does just excite me. It's very exciting. It just grips you in the fact that he is a photographer that doesn't just stay in his own lane. He does different photos. Like every photo's different, if you get me. It's not just the one standard tree. It's different sceneries. He's seen and been inspired by different people's work and adapted that in his own work. So what type of techniques does he use? Now, David uses depth of field a lot within his work, and I'll be showing you examples in the next slide. And he also uses composition a lot within his work as well, which means that a lot of his work is centered. Like he'll compose the camera so that what he's looking the viewer to focus on, the camera will focus on it, and it'll normally be in the center because the center is where the eyes of viewers would be drawn. So that's exactly what he tries to do with his photography. So these are examples of depth of field. Now these are photos that have been taken from a distance with, I would say, an expensive lens. The mountain one has been taken in a good bit of distance, which would be depth of field. This is because he wants to grab the attention of the clouds. The clouds add more of a scenic feel around the photo. Without the clouds, I think it wouldn't grasp the attention as much. And the same with the other photograph. It wouldn't do it justice without being from a distance, because the shading in the clouds really sort of brings out the dullness of the shore and sort of adds more of a darkness to light sort of like feel, if you get me, to the picture. Now these are composition examples which I think are brilliant. Now the first one to the left is one of my favourite photographs of his. It is the one on the rocks. Now he has composed the camera very well in the middle to sort of get that shot of the water streaming down the rocks, and so that you can see then different bits of rocks, and then if you keep on following, you're at the sky, if you get me, and the sky is perfect with the different tones of the orange and the grey. It's just overall a really good photograph, and like because of the way it's composed, when you look at it you're instantly drawn to it because it just brings you to the center. Now the photograph to the right isn't as flattering, but is still a great photograph, and it shows the tree in the middle. And lighting, he usually uses natural lighting because it meets the theme more, and it suits outdoors, and also and instead of really using the lighting, he would just use exposure more. So there is an example of natural lighting, and he set his exposure to sort of, I would say it's at a good exposure. It's capturing the shadows, but it's not getting the shadows too much because you're still able to see everything clearly. And it's the exposure there to the left is one that's sort of overexposed and it sort of has that white cast, at the windmill, and then there's the one with the boat, which is exposed really well. So why did David stand out for me? Because his photography is a similar style to the styles I would aspire to. Like, I love nature photography. Nature photography to me is brilliant. It's an escape for me because I love nature, so it's good to take it. It's eye-catching. He's talented. Spelled that wrong. Apologies. Good use of composition. Meets needs of theme. And here's a few examples of work that's similar to mine, because I have shot at the beach. I love shooting at the beach. It's brilliant. And thanks for listening.